Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever, whenever you happen to be watching this. We're coming at you with some more. Yeah, it's we got some more. Vine and Isaac Algebra Plus. Yos Kronos, I gotta do some stuff in a sec. Give me a second here. Yo. And I think we gotta get a block in there too. Am I spelling this right? Yep. Okay. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now we gotta change this, broadcast field here, because I'm dumb. Because I am dumb. Everything is terrible. Nothing makes sense. I hope that life is treating you exceedingly well, Kronos. It is a pleasure to see you as always. Gravity Rush. Session 3. Nope, not 2, 3. Yosh? Did that do it? Now, what do I need to do here? Done. Yatta, maybe. Kronos, how you doing? Is life treating you well? Pretty well. I found a radar tower. Oh my god. It's like finding the teeth of hens. Hens' teeth, as it were. Which radar tower did you find? Like, wasn't there like only one more radar tower that you're looking for? The new one. Oh, so this is like you've got them all. This is Pokemon. You did you collect Mewtwo? Is that basically the like collecting Mewtwo? Or I suppose Mew. Still missing the fourth stage. Fourth stage. That's not like the Burning Meadows, is it? That's not the one that was like forever taunting you? Because I would feel bad if you were forever taunted. The shipwreck. I gotcha. Now, I don't remember. We like opened up some new places. Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. We do also have like a lot of challenge missions that we haven't done. Also, didn't we go to Platoon? I could have sworn we went to Platoon. I might be wrong, but why are we in Oldenar? Because I could have sworn we were like saving people and throwing them into the subway. It was scary too. I had glass on, which gives you 500% damage but cuts your max HP to 10%. Almost thought I would have died before getting it. I am glad that you picked it up. That sounds pretty nifty. It's those like last chance just grabbing things. I think we didn't save something. Hey, it's you! Oh, it's you again. Look, I told you I was trying to save your house. It just slipped and... No, not the... You brought the missing town, didn't you? Girl, the black cats talk the city. I did die afterwards, though. Vultures. Those vultures are... bastards? Like, really, though? Whatever you did, the train is back in service. I'll bet that place in Platoon is open again. Ooh. Did I say that out loud? We saw this last episode. What place, Pops? I want to go too. Well, I don't think we did too much in Platoon. So, I mean, I guess we didn't really lose too much. I hope. We do get to ride on this fanciful cart. I also managed to finally go true genocide ending, so at one step from... in the one step from Eden game. Is that good? Like, were we shooting for genocide? Because generally speaking, in meat space, in the actual world, genocide is something that we'd like to avoid. largely speaking. Hey, Dusty. Entertainment district. We should probably be grabbing all of these, but I'm not gonna, because I'm lazy. But there's lots, and it's pretty. Honestly, I'm not actually sure. As far as I know, there's no dedicated lore section, so I'm not really sure what we're striving to get to Eden at all. Well, I mean, everybody wants to get to Eden, except for the folks who are looking for the exit to Eden. Hello, Hive. It is a pleasure to see you. I hope that life is treating you broadly well. Are you a fool? I mean, I've never assumed that you were a fool. You've never given me any particular reason to think that you were a fool. But, I mean, self-assessment is a thing. But sometimes self-assessment can be wrong. Size doesn't matter. That doesn't sound good. That sounds bad. Like, are we in the middle of an apocalypse and Eden's the only safe haven? Only speculation can be made as it stands. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I myself feel that I am quite often foolish, but I would like to think that I'm not a fool? But it's hard. You know, the looking glass of one's own eyes, often scratchy and dim. Did you hear about the new shifter in town? She brought that missing chunk of Aldnor back. Finally, a little competition for that crow woman. If you ask me, she needs to get put in her place. We saw this as well. But they literally put Transcendence from Risk Brain 2 into the game. Huh. Transient Fool! Right, this, like, how did we lose, like, that little last chunk of progress that we had made? Well, I mean, converts HP to 1, gives X amount of shield. I don't like that. No, Cat, that's like a really bad. We don't want to fall into the void, is the thing. I mean, the void is cool, don't get me wrong. Great movie, everybody should watch it, like, at least once, but not a place to be. I think we got one of our runs screwed up with Transcendence. Like, that feels... Yes. Do this challenge. Defeat these enemies. Crush them. Crush them. They will be crushed. I kick you with my feet of gravity. What am I doing? Why am I still... Whatever. Don't care. I need to be in the air. So let's be in the air. There we go. Also in your butt. I mean, also, but in your... Look, you got this lamppost is in the way of your butt? I don't know how I feel about that, so we're just gonna ignore you. Screw you, buddy. You and your butt are interested in me. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. Don't think that was what I was supposed to do at all. All this... These lampposts. What is with these lampposts? Honestly, they're everywhere. Does any city need this many lampposts? I would call into question. Transcendence is usually not a good choice, so I could see why. I mean, I don't feel like my transcendence at this point has been a good choice, but... Oh, we've only got 10 seconds. We are so... This is fudged. We fudged it. We're gonna have to do it again. Oh, buggery. I think the optimal method is to slide kick your way to the top. That's fair. I mean, we did get the bronze star, but we didn't get anything from that. I'm so confused. As usually when there's like a week gap in the streams, I don't remember like how to do anything clever. Okay, kick to you, kick to you, kick to you. Also in your butt, but also in your butt. Do you like that? I mean, if you don't, it's cool. You don't have to. But at the same time, you know, maybe have you tried? I'm just thinking. I mean, it's a lot... It feels a lot easier when you're just kicking things in the face. Like, there's no sexual violence there, it's just face kicking. Bronze Star is 700 if you're looking for a reward. Alright, like, I completely screwed that up then. And that's fair, that's a thing that I do quite often. Go! Cat! Go! Off course, no! Oh, that is so BS! Oh, that is total BS? We weren't off course, we were totally on course. Face. Face. Butt. I'm trying to do the butt thing. Thank you. Face. Oh God, just end my life. I mean, don't though, because I want to live. I want to love. Oh, crumbs. Not what I wanted to do. No, I'm not hitting anything now. I guess. This is not my best showing, I feel like. But also maybe it is? Listen, Buttman. Uncalled for. Your rumpus is not needed in this room. Oh, at least we got Bronze Star. Are you a super beast? That thing was a super beast. I kicked it about 1 billion times, and it didn't die. That is... I mean, really, when you get down to it, kind of rude. Stronger cores have a more intense shade of red. It does seem to be the case. Come on, Cat, you can do it! You got this! Girl, you are... I mean, on fire. On fuego. Your fuego is on? Damn it. In the time trials, they give more points. Well, we did get a bronze. I mean, I thought that we would do better, but, you know, okay. Stupid Nevi. I don't see why they think they're so cool. They're like, we're the Nevi, we're so cool. And it's like, nah. Nah, dog-shaped beast. You're not cool at all. I mean, they might be. They could be very cool, actually. What do I know? I've never really spent time talking to a Nevi. And that's on me. Get the fountain flowing again to bring relief to the student's stress. Is it a fountain of weed? Because I'm just thinking back to my own school days, and basically the only thing that was going to resolve my stress was a fairly large amount of dubiously legal controlled substances. Dubiously legal in the sense that I don't really know state by state, like, what is okay anymore. I think well-placed sidekicks will make it easier. If not, spiraling claw on the way up the stairs is an easy chain. I thought that I did that on accident, but I just flew over people's heads. And by people I mean Nevi. And by Nevi I mean Nevi, basically. That's what we're going with here. Of course. Who would I be to keep this fountain of weed from these students? They clearly need it. We got this like little jazzy track going on, and I'm really kind of digging on it. No, we're not doing the sliding races. Those are off the boards. Now we do have like a lot of gems, so why don't we do something with those? Health, recovery time, shifting speed. I think I'll hold off on that for a minute. Combat is nice, but expensive. I like them, but I'm terrible at them. Stasis field. I think that's what we want. Gravity slide. Hold L2 and R2. You know what? Let's go with it. We are gravity slide in. In fact, because we just unlocked the gravity slide upgrade, we'll try it. We'll try the sliding challenge. I don't think it's going to go well, but we'll give it a shot. Complete the race using only gravity slide. Slide your way through town to reach the goal. Whee! Okay, this is kind of cool. This is cooler than I remember. I feel like when we did the gravity slide races in Gravity Rush 2, they were far more nauseating. But maybe that's just me. Alright, I'm digging it. It's like a Tony Hawk 2 racing challenge. I don't know if there were racing challenges in Tony Hawk 2 because basically I don't remember anything about the... Did we do it? We got a new record! Look at us! We cleared everything! I am shocked and distinctly pleased. I have to apologize for not being active in the chat, but I'm watching Ludo's exercises stream as well. Hive, do not worry at all. And if you're watching Ludo's stream, could you say hello for us? And thank you for doing it? Because that exercise stream sounds pretty cool. I have no idea how to properly exercise, so like I probably will have to watch the VOD. I should have been happy after bringing back the missing part of town, but I couldn't get over what Raven did to me. That bitch. I needed to get my mind off everything. The train was back in service. I just wanted to jump aboard and ride it to wherever it would take me. Who doesn't feel that way sometimes? Really, Kat, you are, like, it's 100% reasonable. and you shouldn't feel bad about it. Now, where? Oh, I see. I see what they want from us. Ludo actually asked me for some RR2 advice today. Wonder how much of it sounded like the insane ramblings of a madman. I wrote a lot for a simple question. Kronos, I caught that, and I thought it was really good advice. It was really well contained. It certainly didn't seem like the insane ramblings of a madman. So I think you did a good job. Also, why don't we upgrade? I was really glad to see that, actually. I mean, I don't know what Discord channels that you're generally active in, where you kind of hang your hat, but I personally found Kazi's overall Discord, even if you don't want to be involved in the art side of it, I understand you've given your reasons for that, and I respect them. But the general Discord itself is a really welcoming and really cool place. And it was nice to see you kind of joining into that place a little bit. So I wanted to extend thanks in case nobody else has. Gravity usage, that's actually probably a good one to upgrade. Health, yeah. Recovery time, sure. Shifting speed, like, I really don't know what it does, but we're gonna take it. Kick. Well, you know, Kronos, I bet if you rocked out... Also, where did my puffy thing go? I had a puffy thing on my microphone to kind of deal with vocal distortion, and it's disappeared. That is so weird. You could bring Neko Nevi to the fore. I don't think anybody would gainsay you. You might find some enthusiastic converts. All of our hard-earned gems going away. I want to take this dog. Can I pet the dog? I can steal the... I wanted to take you. With me, dog! To the top of the city! Chotomate. Dog! Where did my dog go? I had a dog I was gonna put on top of the building, and it's gone. The opportunity lost. A spit in the face of my eyeballs. I see how it is. But honest to God, like, where the hell did that puffy thing go? I've been transferring that little bit of puffiness. This is like the 4th microphone now, because the successive microphones did not have a puffy bit. Hey, it's a clothing store. Archivist's Academy official uniform sold here. Ooh, we get to dress like a schoolgirl. I've been sketching a few concepts for the menus of the hub level for my LBP level. I would love to see those concept sketches. I wonder what it'd like to be a student. Learning new things, making friends, going on first dates. Me too, Kat. Oh. Oof. Careful. You almost killed me with that door. Granted, I control the powers of gravity and fight monsters all the time, but that door was dangerous. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Well... Sure, I'm fine. Hey, I know you. You're Kat. That shifter. What a relief. My name's Newt. Did they turn you into a newt? Will you get better? Refer to the menus I made for Supercharged Tower Defense, but with a bit more polish and focus. I'm looking forward to it, yo. I really like the menus on Shapeshifter, by the way. It took me a second and your advice to figure out how they worked, but I did like them once I got it. Yeah, it's about my friend Echo. She's been acting pretty weird lately. Oh, I know what happened to her. She joined the cast and crew of Evangelion reboot. As if I say she's gone missing. Do you think you could help me find her, Cat? Or, Miss Cat? I get it. You wanted to meet me because you had to ask a favor. Sigh. Alright, I can help. Thank you. Oh. This friend, is she your friend or your friend? I mean, you know, is she your girlfriend? Acting weirdly and going missing, they're like basically the same thing. You're a lot cuter in person. Are all the other shifters as good looking as you? Cute? Who, me? You think I'm? Like, I don't know why. Also, oh my god, but we've got a schoolgirl outfit. The uniform looks great on you. Anyway, we should split up and ask around to see if anyone's seen Neko. Like, for some reason, in my mind, this particular mission is in Gravity Rush 2. I don't know why I remember this mission so well, but I misplace it in the wrong game. OMG! He said I look great in uniform! Well, we should be splitting up now. I guess it would be faster. Huh. They do show up in the second game, so that might be why. It's possible. It's 100% possible. Talking to citizens. Certain citizens may be willing to offer useful information if you talk to them. Select the dialogue option on the menu map to set the navigation point to their location. We will do this. We will talk to these citizens, but I am going to take a really quick break and grab a quick bit of water, a cigarette, and try to find out what happened to this little puffy bit. I mean, this is really going to drive me up the wall, but we'll be back in just a mo. Like the hell? There it is, but why is it there? Why is it not connected to the microphone where it's supposed to be? Puffy bit, you betrayed me. I betrayed by you. Puffiness. Think you're so cool? Not cool. Not nothing. us, we are back. And also, apologies for the noise of me putting the fuzzy condom on the microphone. It needed to be done. Whoa, how'd you know? Are you like a fortune teller? Like the devil? Nah, I saw you talking to Newt. You're both looking for Echo, right? Have you seen her? If you promise not to tell anyone you heard it from me, I got some info you might find useful. Are you aware of the tale of the missing school bus? Can't say that I am. What's that have to do with Echo? Well, there's a school bus, see, taking a group of kids on a trip. But after it left, it never came back. People say it fell over the edge of the world. Even the police gave up looking for it. And this bus has what to do with Echo exactly? Well, there's a rumor floating around school. They say if you walk the grounds at night, the bus appears. And you can hear voices crying for help. But no one who boards the bus is ever seen from again. You think Echo got on the bus? She's a guess, really. Either way, haven't seen her. Thanks for the thrilling story. I should be going now. Oh, I can't, like, scoop up this lady? Because she wasted our time. I think we should definitely scoop her. Looking for Echo. Well, if you go into, like, a big empty room and you shout, you'll get an echo. What if Echo is one of the people that we've accidentally scooped up and thrown in the void? Boy, wouldn't we have egg on our face? Total egg, total face. Is there a sneaking mission here, by the way? Because I feel like there is, and I don't like it. Cat, I need you to, you know, not? There you go. Whoa! What do you want with me? Sorry to bother you. Have you seen this girl? Why are you asking me? Why me of all people? I'm just saying, this guy might be a wee bit suspicious. Maybe. Take it easy, kid. You look like you're gonna break down any second. I didn't see anything, I swear. Ah! Hey, get back here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Runner. He pulled a runner? Where the fuck did he go? No, actually, honestly, like, where did he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, we're not allowed to use our shifting powers? What a joke. Crap. No, actually, like, totally crap. Where'd the frick go? I should totally be able to use my gravity slide, and I can't. If I were... Oh, shit! Kid, you're not very good at this. You know something, didn't you? You wouldn't run if you didn't. I don't know anything. I didn't look inside the bag, honest. Calm down, start making sense. Just asking about Echo. She didn't send you. No, I'm trying to find her. You looked in a bag? You should respect a girl's privacy. I know, Cat, right? I mean, clearly. I know, I should, but the bag, it moved. I sort of had to look inside. She talks to it sometimes. What was in the bag? I'm not sure. I took a peek when no one was around, and before I knew it, I was lying face down on the ground. I must have gone in shock or something. It was a vibrator. Were you aware that Echo's been missing since yesterday? I thought I saw her walking around School Plaza. She had the bag with her too. But when I saw her with it, I ran. School Plaza. Thanks for the help. The whole bag peeking thing will be our secret. I'm gonna blackmail you till the end of your days. I wonder if the Nevi were ever explained coherently, like beyond being byproducts of the gravity storm. I don't remember, honestly. But I remember so little anyways that that's probably not a ringing anti-endorsement. Where do you want me to go? Why must you be so difficult, game? I'm just looking for a way down into the nether realms. Aren't we all just looking for a way down into the nether realms? Still south. Gravity Rush is somehow a masterclass in conveying information in the most mundane way possible. That's not unfair. I would say that's not unfair at all. Oh, Echo, goddess of Platoon. He smells like he crawled out of a bottle. Umber! How you doing? Good evening to you. I hope that life is treating you very well. And that you are still healthy. Hey, did you just say Echo? Sweet, lovely Echo. With those enticing eyes, those slender legs, that adorable smile. She's got me under her belch spell. Hey, I'm looking for Echo. Where's she? Oh, the flower of the nightclub. All the young gents come round to bask in her fragrant glory. That sounds different. She didn't seem the type from the picture. Why is she working in a nightclub? I have a beer, tea, and chocolate now. I mean, like, I think... Are you doing them as chasers? Like, you do a shot of the beer, and then a shot of the tea? Might be an unfair comparison, but when I first played Nier, I picked up a pretty sizable amount of important points pretty easily. And that game was a sequel of a series I never played before. I actually honestly feel the same way. I feel like Nier Automata, and it has its points against, but it was really good at conveying the world in an organic way, where even though I didn't complete every side quest, I still felt like I had a pretty good grip on what the story was trying to tell me. She disappeared one day, like wonderful, wonderful magic. Burp. If you want to see her, she's working there now. The tea came with the mail, but whatever. Fair enough, fair enough. Whose idea was it to put a school near an entertainment district anyway? Kat, have you never been to Japan? For Gravity Rush 2, I've had the time to 100% the first game a second time, and watched the OVA bridging the gap between the two games, and I was still confused. I don't, like... I wonder if they themselves didn't have a super clear idea of what they wanted to say. Like, they had a cool world, and they had a through line, basically, to get you, to experience the world. But I don't know if they had an actual story. Also, why can I not find this nightclub? It's a secret! A secret nightclub. Nope, 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 nope. Get back up there. No! Girl, you gotta get on the ledge. The girl on the ledge. Now, what are we missing? How did we not see this nightclub? It's like, it's on the other side of this wall. So, why don't we just gravity power our way to it? Or take this alley. Either way, whatever's handy. Where are you? Who? Plus, they sometimes replicated the same non-ending feeling from the first game in the Hexville arc. Like, How do you do that twice? With style and panache. Basically, that's the only answer. How is it that no matter what direction I put the camera, this nightclub is in front of me? Like, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I realize now it's behind me, but that's just because I'm confused. I don't know why it should be. But it totally is. So I'm gonna go to the bottom of the city, because that seems like a good way to do this. Because then it can only be above us. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm gonna run with it. Alright, now it's only 27 yards beneath us, which means roughly like 26 meters. Nope, 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 nope. Come here. No, not into the void, girl. Why do you want to go into the void? Void ain't got nothing for you. It's just got a shitty boss that's it's not even like a required boss. I mean, Delirium is no fun to fight. Excuse me, is Echo here? I heard she was working tonight. I need to talk to her. Who are you? What is your business with her? I'm warning you, I don't want no trouble in my club. Of course, a game about flying all over the place, it had to be the one time, where Floating City doesn't consist of a collection of floating islands with rope bridges tied together. I really like the way that they've done the Floating City concept in Gravity Rush. How could a girl who looks like this be working in a seedy place like this? Cat, don't be judgy. I love you, Cat, but don't be judgy. She might be taken in by some con man who will steal her every last cent, and oh, how horrible. I'm glad you find a young girl's future getting ruined so funny. No, it's not that. It's just, I don't think the Echo you're looking for is here. Did she leave already? She's not working 2 nightclubs, is she? I said the Echo you're looking for in here. The Echo that old drunk told you about is me. I'm Echo. What? Did you even show him that picture? There's more than one Echo in the world, you know. That is a deep philosophical statement. Are there different Echoes? That's right. And you know, darling, you really shouldn't go talking trash about things you don't understand. I run a fine establishment here. There's nothing seedy about it. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry. That's right, Cat. Learn a lesson. But at least Cat, like, realizes that she was wrong. She didn't have to make assumptions about this woman's trade. Because that was kind of rude, you know? And sometimes seedy can be good. Most of all the places I love are, honestly, pretty darn seedy. Hey, you, got a sec? Do I know you? I ain't seen you around before. Better think fast, she's on to me. Yeah, I'm the new transfer student, remember? I can tell we're gonna be really great friends. I'm transferring out again tomorrow, but... Uh-huh. By the way, great friend? Great friend? Have you seen Echo around here? Echo, you mean Gloomy Glasses? Haven't seen her, no. But I wouldn't remember even if I did. Something about her really bugs me. She walks around like she's better than everyone. I don't know what Newt sees in her. It's probably just because they grew up together or something. Reminds me of the time a middle school teacher berated me because she thought I was chewing gum, even though I wasn't holding anything. That's bizarre. The way she goes all mental on you if you even come close to that giant bag of hers, or those creepy long bangs. Don't get me started, she's a weird one. Thanks for the help. I better get going. Gotta pack for the big move. Whatever. Man, Kat, you just, you meet the best people. Everybody gets along with Kat. And then in senior year, she was my homeroom teacher. Moving up to high school was never a desire until that year, to be honest. I could see that feeling, yeah. Do you have a second? I'm looking for this girl. Have you seen her? Never seen you before. How do I know you really go to our school? We get weirdos all the time trying to sneak in here. Like, really? Oh, come on, it's me. You know me. Maybe it's my new look throwing you off. Check out this hair. It's blonde now. Also the red eyes. Contacts. New look, huh? Well, alright. Fake or not, if you can answer some questions, I'll tell you the girl you're looking for. I wonder if I'm afflicted with a curse where my final year of any form of education is accompanied by a shitty teacher. It might be a curse that we all labor under. Just a little game I came up with to pass time. Answer my questions, I'll answer yours. What is the goddess statue in Platoon holding? Fuck, I don't know. Like, Sacred Gem. That's Arquebus. Body part is a statue in the school holding up. Damn it! Oh, come on, you didn't know that? Are you even trying? I didn't mean that answer, I meant the other one. I wasn't ready, just give me another chance, please. Fine, make sure you're ready next time. Oh, I don't want to, I just want to, yes, just start it. We'll just guess. Let's do it. Fire. Arquebus. Left hand. Ping pong! I mean, it wasn't going to be one of the legs. That was fun. How about we do it again? How about we don't? And don't be so excited. Any student could have gotten those answers. You're asking about old big bag? It was dog, but spelled D-A-W-G like the cool kids do. I don't know if she's got in there, but she's always running around with that bag filled to the brim, protecting it like it's made of gold or something. That's what got her that nickname. Echo's nickname is Big Bag. I mean, it sounds like she's a crook. Wasn't around here, at least. It's hard not to notice a girl with a bag like that, though. I think maybe I saw her heading back to school. Got it. Thanks. Based on the info we gathered so far, thus far, because Kat is educated, it sounds like we better check around the school for Echo. Meow. Head to the school. Steal some prostitutes. Join me. Oh shit, we threw her into the sun. And by the sun, I mean the void. I would be delighted with a hammer space item. Like, no doubt. Newt, you're here too. Hamuda holds a literal arsenal in her shield. You can't make this up. I wouldn't even try. I asked around, everybody seems to think the Echo is somewhere around the school. I know. Let's look from atop one of the taller buildings. We're more likely to spot something from up there. Come on, I'll take you with me. What? You gonna fly me up there? Chaw? Whoa! I'm flying! He's like excited and yet kinda nonchalant at the same time. I just bashed his head. I'm so sorry, Newt. I just bashed your head. That was really rude of me. I wonder if flying someone could suffocate them to death from the prolonged lack of oxygen up there. I mean, if we can breathe, we should assume maybe that they can. Oh, you know, all in a day's work. Hee hee. You see anything from up here? No sign of Echo. Alright, let's go a little higher then. Oh, no, cat. You gotta take your not boyfriend. Really though, Cat, like, boys are all wrong for you. Raven is the one for you. You would think, right, like, high school student, I'm sure he's extremely capable. He can leap at least 2 stories. That's standard at a Japanese high school. Check out that view. That's something you don't see every day. You're amazing, Cat. How do you do it? He thinks I'm amazing. Cat, boys will just break your heart. I'm gonna tell you now. To be honest, I don't know how I got this ability. Just lucky, I guess. I think Dusky here. Over there. Is it Echo? No, it's just Maya. She's looking for Echo too. We should check in with her. Right. Come with me, Newt. Did he say it was just like a dream except he's got all his clothes? I mean, like, Cat is good-natured and good-hearted. And, as you're right, she is an amnesiac. Cheerful, bright, friendly. Always willing to help. But, and I say this with absolute empathy. And understanding that I'm on the same level. I think she might be a little bit dim. Just a wee bit. Sorry, Newt. I tried everywhere, but no luck. Who's the girl with you? Oh, her? She's that famous Gravity Queen. She's been helping us look for Echo. She even took me flying. It was incredible. Blush. Hee hee. Oh, it was my pleasure. Nice one, Newt. Now you've gone and got another girl falling all over you. Poor Echo. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. Look at Joffrey. I mean, he was not very street smart. Look where it got him. Eating a pie and then dying. Also getting slapped by Tyrion. Multiple times. As he well deserved. Sorry, I think I'm just a little tired. Can you go check the student center? Someone said they saw Echo there. The old abandoned building? Alright, I'll check it out. You go home and get some rest. Leave it to us. We'll find her. Alright, so there's like a love quadrilangular here. Like, Maya's got something for Newt. But Echo also has something for Newt. and Newt is too dumb to see either? It's okay. As long as we have each other, I'll be happy. Eating a pie before dying sounds like a sad scene in a nice anime. Echo! Newt! Where have you been? Why'd you run off like that? You're just like all the others. Leave me alone. All I need is my bag. And I don't mean my mother. Yeah. Echo, why are you acting like this? Are you hiding something? Is it drugs? Echo? Echo? Are you on the drugs? No, stay back. It's not the drugs. It's only my pet. I should probably lead you to... No! Splorchy! Splorchy, no! You broke my glasses! Damn, Splorchy. How could you do that to your mistress like this? She loved you. And you made her all eye bleedy. I hate you. All of you. I wish everyone would disappear. Echo, what's got into you? Listen. Newt, I don't know... Like, I don't know how to tell you this, but... Okay, see, there's this thing called hentai. There's a lot of tentacles. There's a giant splorchy blob. And your girl is currently embedded in the blob. So, I'm thinking that's what's gotten into her. It's just a guess. The longer it takes to save Echo, the more of her the Nevi will eat away. If the infestation level reaches 100, she'll be lost forever. Okay. I don't really know what to do about that. So I'm just gonna go with it. And I feel like this is gonna be a big giant pain in the butt. Fuck. I mean, at least the infestation level is only 2? No, listen, you can't kill me. You can't kill me. You can't kill me. Listen, lady, I don't know what your issue is, but you need to kind of deal with it. Also, I should probably not kick her in the face. That would probably be a good idea. Like, I think when we kicked her in the face, her infestation level went up. No, Splorchy, where are you going? Don't leave me. I wish everyone would go away. Like we could. Is that what you really want? Do you want to push away all the people who love you? And just be alone? Like a spinster? With hopefully some form of financial wealthy thing? Where I know, I'm working on it, cat. Like, we got one more kick. Boof! Oh, look, come on. Giant Nevi? You die now? I would, like, personally speaking, if this kid wants to, you know, rock it up with some Nevi action, I wouldn't judge them. Also, Nevi infestation 69. I think that needs to be pointed out. Just please hold still. Gods and fish, you are really pissing me off. Biff! Oh, now Splurchy's gonna like vomit her up. It's just gonna be a whole scene. Echo. Don't look at me. I've become a Japanese ghost. You know, school life is so difficult as it is. Should we really be getting in the way of this human Nevi love? Why? Why? Why does everyone want to hurt me? Why does everyone want to make me cry? Oh, that's a different thing. Never mind. What are you talking about? No one wants to hurt you. Liar! You laughed at me. I didn't laugh at you. Well, I mean, I laughed, but it's because I liked you. I mock the women that I love. Nude? I just couldn't say it in front of everybody. Echo, I... Roar! Okay, so we don't like have to worry about infestation anymore, which is cool. Newt was laughing, but it wasn't at me. It was at my terrible sense of style, because Newt realizes that I am unfashionable. I'm sorry, I mean, it seems very like a thing. I feel like a thing is going on here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I wasn't alone. I was gonna throw those boxes at you, motherfucker. And then you had to go and do that? Also, we should definitely be, like, dodging more. I mean, Newt does not strike me as the most astute character. Crap. Like, this is... I remember this. I remember dying in exactly this way many times in Gravity Rush 2. Like, things shoots at me, and I run right into the bullets. Honestly, it's kind of on brand at the end of the day. Finish this! I'm not gonna open the fight with Spiraling Claw. I'm gonna finish the fight with Spiraling Claw. Moon Power Activation! Oh, I feel so drained. That is so sad. I mean, she really loved that Nevi. And that Nevi really loved her. You were just trying to protect me. Now I have to go back to the cis-heteronormative world. I guess I'll settle for Newt. Hey, you're not alone. You still got me. Do you remember this? You got it back when we were kids. You saved me from falling. I slipped off the big tree out back, but you caught me. Back then, I was a little one. You were always looking out for me. I miss hanging out with you, not caring about what other people thought of us. I'm sorry. I guess I still have a lot of growing up to do. I just didn't want anyone to know how I felt. Oh yeah, like Newt was just completely not involved. Newt was just like, he was in the background. He was like, yeah, you cat, you just take care of this shit. And then I'll pick up the pieces. Now it's my turn to look after you. Newt, I'll settle for you. Let's go. The Nevi was only trying to protect the girl, but I destroyed it. They were more than monsters. I know that now. Maybe I even felt it then. Something about the whole episode nagged at me as I walked away. Why are we doing Spiraling Claw? That was weird. Echo really could. I mean, Maya's right there. Which, again, right? Like, I feel like, I mean, it's just a missed opportunity. Like, you could expand out the concept of Nevi and their interactions with people. Because why would you have a section with, like, are the Nevi really monsters? I.e., the relationship between Echo and the Nevi, and then never do anything with that. I feel like every single mission of the series is written by someone else. That's actually a pretty good call, Kronos. I would have to do some serious looking into, like, how Gravity Rush was produced, but, and I feel like I noticed it even more in Gravity Rush 2, like the disconnect between the different sections of the game are very pronounced. Now, where are we going? Our next location is like really far away, and that's not cool. That's not cool at all. We do have a warp manhole, and I think that means that we could get a uniform? Because while Cat is pretty darn classy... Oh, we got a manhole. I'm gonna definitely skip through the skewers. The skewers? Oldenar. Like, did we unlock that costume? Oh, we did. Alright, I thought like the biker cat was the next one. But I guess we're a schoolgirl cat. And that's like, I mean, I can't go back in time, so it's not really an aspirational goal. But at the same time, you know, I can dig it. Somehow they have a sewer path that leads from Platoon to Aldnar. Like, they're invisible pipes. Like the tubes for the internet. They're invisible. Now, I'm gonna talk to this jerkface. No, I don't want to do this. Crap. Well, I mean, I guess we're in it. I didn't intend, but okay. Kick. Oh, excuse me? Listen, Mr. Butt. You can't just be doing that. That shit ain't cool. And a kick, and a 1, and a 2, and a kick, kick, kick. Stop that, cat. We're trying to... Why are you not slide? Why are you not slide? Why can I not speak English? There we go. Yes. Okay, slide kick. I just wanted to talk to some dude so I could have a cigarette. Game, why do you do this to me? We're gonna get a terrible score. And I will deserve that terrible score. These, like, the butt eyeball guys are a real pain in the, well, the butt eyeball to deal with. Skater cat. She's a skater cat. She said, "See you later, cat." Maybe? But I'm not sure. Awesome. Yes. But also, could you hit him again? The slide kicks are actually pretty strong. They certainly seem to be. They do seem to be a little bit tough to get where they need to be, is the only problem. Like right here. But that might also be... Oh my god, I'm upside down. That also might just be my suck. Come on. Cat, get on the stairs. We fucked this. We were doing so well. In the face, Nevi. You think you're so damn cool? All eyes on me. Woohoo! And how are you doing? Hive, everything is like super well? This stuff gave me a bunch of trouble on Vita as well. I feel like we did better with it this time than we did last time. Now, there was like a talking point that I was trying to do here, and it threw me out of the way. Out of work. I bet it's that dude with the, like, the deadbeat with the son, and the no house. And the no house is kind of our fault, but definitely not. Because we didn't start this system. I'm as enslaved by capitalism as you are. The pier got swept away by the gravity storm. All the airboat liners are closed down. Airboat liners? You mean there are boat routes to other towns in the city? Why not use the trains? Train lines cut off too. Hurts guys like me work in the factories because I can't get to work no more. No way to work means no way to earn money. Why didn't we just take the house and push it somewhere else? You know, like, it was all hurried and no time to think. I'm doing okay. I just have done a ton of Japanese flashcards to go through because I neglected my SRS for 3 days. Good luck to you. Hive, ganbatte. Also, this guy was just like chatting up this lady, and we totally busted in and threw her to the ground, which I think is probably bad form. Cat, don't do that. Now, I just need to throw this into the void for old time's sake. Now, I'm gonna take just a couple of second break. I hate to do it right when you came back, Hive, but it's been an hour, so I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and I will be right back. And we're back. And what did I miss? I'm glad that the chat was moving as I was gone, but why don't we just take the No, that's the right kanji for kami, or at least the paper kami. Kronos. I'm gonna have to put large stick. It's not a bad idea, Hive. The only kanji I know by heart are the numbers 1 through 10. That's odd, and I don't know if my iPad stopped communicating with my keyboard in Twitch, and only in Twitch, because I detached and reattached my Apple Pencil while Twitch was open. See, like, folks say, and not wrongly, that we need to get used to and learn all the ins and outs of our digital world, but shit just happens and doesn't make any effing sense. Like, the keyboard is flashing you, and I would call the cops. Really, if my keyboard, there goes the bit is gone. Whoo! Sayonara bit. It was nice knowing ya. I was gonna say if my keyboard just started showing me its space key, I would call the cops, but that didn't work out. So, my piercing studio, which is not my piercing studio in the sense that I own this piercing studio, but in the sense that that's the studio that I get my work done at, and the owner is somebody that I've known for a long time, I think, because of the crow plague, and it feels like things are starting to slowly drift toward the real now here in Japan. I'm now living in a world where I can change my keyboard by plugging it into my iPad using the USB charging cable. I mean, that's the future, basically. You're living in the future. Hive? Was just smiling at you like a man across the street under a lamppost in the dead of the night. I don't trust my keyboard. It might be. I don't look at it directly. Well, if it isn't Cad, I'm the man with the universe in his belly. What's wrong? You look a little down. Oh, it's nothing. I'm fine. That is the future. I have the feeling that my keyboard was running out of juice. All my stuff is solid state, basically, but that's just because I got a laptop. Nothing big, just got turned down by a guy. Didn't know really for more than an hour. You are you? Well then, I think it's time to save the next part of town. Oh right, we still have 2 missing pieces out there. Exactly. Obviously we can't count on Raven to take it, because she's like flighty as a bird. So that leaves you to be the one to go back in and bring back the missing area of Platoon. Wait, aren't we already in Platoon? Like, haven't we sorted that shit? Hi. Poor cat. Like, everybody is just on her to do shit. Stupid gravity storm. I want my family back. Why did I have to take them? Why them? That's true. I mean that is true. Cat does bounce right back. Does Raven scare you? She scares me because when I look at her, I feel things I've never felt before, and I really don't know how to process these things, and I'm not sure why I fit in society, and what would my parents think? Do I even have parents? Is it okay if I like girls? Oh, I mean, what's her deal? Who is she? Why does she hate me so much? I'm just trying to help. Raven is trying to help in her own way, too. And she thinks I'm trying to stop her? Cat's basically Agent Black, but she isn't sick of literally everything in existence. Also doesn't have a giant mind-rending migraine constantly, which might explain things. From one perspective, you're interfering with Raven and her mission, but from another, you're helping the people of Hexaville. Also, right, heavy robot arms. I mean, that must suck. I really don't understand you sometimes. Aren't you the creator of this world? Well, yes, but that was a long time ago. I'm not quite as sharp as I used to be. Humph. Some creator you are. Yeah. Like, I get migraines relatively frequently. I'm probably actually due for another one within a week or so. Because they usually come about like a month and a half apart. If I had a migraine constantly, I would be non-functional. Just simply non-functional. Guess that means I just have to pick up the slack and make things right. You're beginning to accept your destiny. Into my belly, cat. Get into my belly. 101 nights? Well, we don't have that much longer in the stream. Don't look before you leap. Just slide. Slide? What do you mean? You'll see soon enough. That ability that you've been using this entire stream, just use that now. Pretend that we had a tutorial already. Oh, this is rockin' though. Like, I like this. I like this more than sliding in the town. Because in the town you've got all sorts of like right angles that just screw me up. Here we're just doing like a really nice and smooth. Whee! Now I bet there's like another void Nevi in here. I'm not gonna kill it unless we accidentally run into it. In which case I'll totally kill it. You know, just like we killed the last one. There's one for each rift plane. This one isn't small though. Well, I mean, the last one was small and still kicked our butt. So the Void Nevi don't particularly do anything. It's just they're really big and they're kind of special for bonus. I think that there's an unlock for beating them, but I don't remember because I got a lot of my trophies a long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean like it could have been a million years ago or it could have been last week. I don't know anymore. Nevi defeated. Take that, Nevi. Well, there's like a whole thing over here. This was definitely in the before. Playing Gravity Rush 1 and playing Gravity Rush 2. It's one reason why I want to do Gravity Rush 2 again on this channel. Is because the last time I played it was in the before. And when the old channel goes away, that's going to go away too. Rift Plains is JR gameplay at its finest, and there are only 3 of them. It's a kind of a shame. Because they're fun? Oh, crumbs. Hot, hot, hot. Also hot, hot, hot. Wait, where am I supposed to go? I don't... What is, No One Lives Forever? I'm not familiar. I mean, most likely, probably it's a game, but I just don't know what game it is. Did we loop back? Oh my god, we looped back. How did we loop back? Let's go. That's not how it works. Alright, let's do this for real. Alright, we're gonna fall. Correct our course. Fall some more. Correct our course. Don't touch the hot pizza. I mean, I like hot pizza. It's the best. Cold pizza is garbage, but this seems to be deleterious to our health. Ergo, maybe not. It's a comedic first-person shooter featuring a female James Bond character called Jane Archer and set in the 60s. Also hot, hot, hot. Like we burned off half our health. That's not good. Please, cat, don't do that anymore. Stop, cat. You're tearing yourself apart. Alright, we totally got this. We're totally not gonna die. I mean, we might, but I don't think we will. Now, these are famous last words. Usually when I say I don't think we're gonna die, we tend to die. Oh, Des, don't worry about it. I know you got stuff going on. I'm trying, Kronos. I'm just not, like, doing a very good job of it. I hope that you're doing really well, Des. No, I've never played. I've never played No One Lives Forever. How did we end up in the same place that we started? That doesn't make any sense. It's a loop. We're in a Groundhog Day loop. This is a 60s psychedelic hell. And that's okay. Like, I'm cool with that. But at the same time, I think that it needs to recognize what it is. And what it is 60s psychedelic hell. Crumbs! Crumbs! Hot! Burning! I'm on fire! I'm dead. I was gonna say you got turned around again, but I didn't have the heart. You can tell me when I fail. It's okay. How much... Okay, we didn't lose, like, really any progress. Good. Like, we have to carefully manage our falling and our not falling. That seems to be the key. I'm also on a 5-second-ish delay, so it wouldn't have helped much. It's okay. Like, I think even at the best of times, there's a lot of lag on the streams because I don't think my Wi-Fi is particularly great. And these are not the best of times, so... Although you do get to feel Kronos' pain. Because I think many times Kronos has been in the exact same spot. Also, we have, like, no health. That's a problem. Oh, crumbs! No, don't die, cat. Yeah. That was, like, we shouldn't. That shouldn't have happened. That was. Oh, come on! We're back here again. Hi. はい、了解です。頑張ります。No, wait, why are we on fire? We need to not be on fire is the thing? Like, being on fire is definitely a big problem. Stop. Stop being on fire. There we go. Okay, stream is going in that direction. I want to get these heart gems. And by heart gems, I mean the green dealies. There we go. I want to go back to the point that we're sliding on things, because that was fun. I will check out that, I'll check out that link as soon as we're on solid ground. It's like we're in the magma worm's guts. And if I were the magma worm, that would piss me off. But thankfully I'm not, so that's pretty cool. Oh crap. Can I stand here for a second? I just need to pause so I can copy this link. The operative, no one lives forever. Okay, that's looking very mod. That's looking very 60s. First-person shooter game with stealth gameplay elements. Monolith Productions, published by Fox Interactive. Microsoft Windows 2000. And later ported to the PlayStation 2 and Mac OS X. God, that's old. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like, it's definitely old. Maps. Who needs maps? Where we're going, we won't need maps. I just want to be on solid ground. No, not into the, no, that's not, that's the opposite of solid ground, thank you. We're gonna jump into the fire. We'll also swim the sea. We will something, but you'll never be free. Oh no, no, no. Spiny jellyfish. You think you're so cool, but you're not. I will kick you in the face, and when I say the face, I mean in your eye. Because that's the best that you deserve. Boof. That's the sound you make when you're stomping Nevi. Is boof. There's a lot of people that don't know that, but there's a lot of people that don't like hunt Nevi for sport, like we do. Unfortunately, it's in rights limbo, so it's just stuck working on older versions of Windows and unplayable now. See. This is one reason why has been good for me in the being able to get things right now sense. It's, I think, long term a really bad idea. And there's a lot of games that just get lost. Like the original version of... Hello, Brain. Will you plan to work with us? The original version of Silent Hill 2. Because the remake versions of Silent Hill 2 are absolutely garbo. This one's different from the others. Oh, fuck. We found it. We found it, and this is not good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it just biffed the fuck out of us. Oh, copyright, like, as it works now, copyright is pretty fucking broke, to be honest. Oh, Hive, that sucks. We'll give, Big Viffy one more chance. but I'm not putting a lot of hope into beating it. Yes, Disney definitely broke copyright for everybody. Why can't I dodge? Yeah, okay, so Big Biffy's not gonna do it. You could find copyright all over the world. It's yeah. Yeah. Like, I know the way that copyright is presented as a way to protect authors, and if it really worked that way, that would be great, but it doesn't seem to have ever worked that way. Also, I'm sliding, so I won't be able to look at chat for a little bit, because this slide is the best thing. Oh, hot. Hot is bad? That's what we're getting out of this. I'm gonna have to see if I can't find someone, some Let's Plays of Nulf and Nulf 2. There's gotta be someone who's done a Let's Play of them. Oh, you're a big boy. You are a very big boy. And you have many pimples? And we are gonna break all these pimples? Because that's a thing that we do? Or maybe eyeballs? One or the other. Man, Big Biffy just got beaten up by a schoolgirl. I bet it feels very sad for itself. Because it's just wrapped in a firm womb of toxic masculinity. I could talk. Talking is a thing that I do. Just the intricate dance of teeth and tongue and words, they just come right out of my mouth perfectly. Like Athena from the brow of Zeus. I bet it has no concept of schoolgirl. I mean, it's perfectly possible. It perhaps does not feel any particular pain for being defeated by a schoolgirl because it doesn't know schoolgirl. Schoolgirl means nothing to it. I feel the power flowing within me. Feel it. Feel this power. This is the power of girl. Or gravity. Like, it could be either one. And really, I'm willing to work, like, with either of those. Oh, Flying Nevi. Why must you torment me so? And truly, these things exist to torment me. Like, look at us, we're Nevi. We're so cool. Don't you want to be cool like us? Like, nah, dog. Not interested. I wonder, like, when you think of... It's the missing part of town. You know, like, when you think of, like, alternate timelines and how they always fuck everything up? Like, you go back and kill Hitler, but then you get super space Nazis when you come back to your regular timeline. Because I think alternate timeline writers... I'm just, like, I'm going out on a very small limb here. I think they like Nazis. But, I wonder, like, the timeline where we have a port of Soul Sacrifice and Freedom Wars has good writing. What is the fucked up downside to that? Because there's always got to be a hook. Like in that Stephen King book, which is just a giant fucking 1,000-page shaggy dog story. 11/22/63. You know, dude goes back, spends like 800 pages saving JFK. Like, because that's gonna fix the whole world. If we save JFK because he was so great, I mean, he wasn't promoting the missile gap or anything with Nixon and completely rubbed that in Nixon's face. Nixon also, by the way, was an asshole, but let's not make JFK into a saint, because he certainly wasn't. So he goes back in time and he saves JFK, and then he comes back forward in time, and there's been like, I don't even know, like magical nuclear biological wars, and there's mutants roaming the countryside, murder gangs killing people, and it's all like a giant mess. So then he's got to go back in time to reset. Luckily, this doesn't take 800 pages because the reset button is baked into the concept. He goes back in time to reset the saving of JFK, so the timeline progresses as normal. Also, his girlfriend in the past ends up getting her face cut up because he didn't save her. It's all a big mess. So, what does the term soul sacrifice entail anyways? What did I miss? Because my Google search has led me to only two possibilities: a great PS Vita game and a thrash metal song with a Nightmare Logic album. A hot take! We are the messed up timeline. Hive, yeah. I think there's a pretty good chance of that. I told you before, I won't let you get away with whatever you're up to. Let's get away with. All I'm doing is trying to bring the city back and try to help people. I should have known you were one of Bosley's pawns. Just like him to use someone else to do his dirty work. I don't even know anyone named Bosley. I'm doing this for the people. Either way, looks like I'm gonna have to kill you. Freedom Wars. Strange that the game was only a couple of minutes long. I never played Freedom Wars. Kronos has some strong ideas about it. Look, Raven, could we just... I mean, there has to be a better way to solve this fight. I know, movie night. We could do a movie night, and we could challenge our movies against each other, and we could have popcorn, and do each other's nails. I don't know if that's a thing that people do, but I am terrible at doing my own nails, so I'd like to inflict that on someone else. I'm audience inserting again, and by audience inserting I mean player inserting, and that's probably not like psychologically healthy. Hello, I can't see you is the thing. You're flitting around like somebody who flits around a lot, and I really need you to not do that anymore, or else I'll never be able to beat you with the power of friendship. No, actually, I'm not going to be able to beat you with the power of friendship if you keep doing this shit. Damn it, Raven. Why must you be so Raven? Fudge. Freedom Wars is under the same curse as Gravity Rush, but it had a smaller audience and never had a chance to come back. Gravity Rush is greater than Freedom Wars in terms of the feel it gave off and how long that feeling lasted. Interesting. Raven, you can't, like, these benches don't grow on fucking trees, girl. Do you realize how much effort it takes for people to make benches? And you just bust them up? Like, whatever? I mean, it's kind of rude. When you come right, get down right to it. No, you don't have to kill me. It's not necessary. I'm totally willing to let bygones be bygones. Where did you go? My sweet, sweet Raven, where are you? I don't think that worked. If Freedom Wars came back, you'd have the same caliber as writing as Code Vein, and I don't have the time or inclination to indulge that possibility. You know, if we could just tether the Code Vein character creator to basically any other game, it seems like it would be pretty rockin'. Now, did I hit you or did you hit me? Raven, we don't have to do this. We don't have to fight. Once I'm through with you, Bowlesley's next. You're the one who's getting in the way. At least the plot was hanging on long enough that I was able to follow through the end. But the quality of the thread... That's basically how any work gets done over here. I mean, the intern would have a hat on, and the hat would have writer written on it. But, you know, in the end of the day... Oh, she's throwing balls at me. Look, I'm not interested in your balls. I know it's hard to believe, but your balls mean nothing to me. Are there any green orbs around here? Literally, the is only good until it lets you start playing the actual game. That, it doesn't sound like high praise. Hive. Becomes the substandard Monhun clone with indignity of pretending that it has a story of note. Do you get to kill clone Donald Trump? Because that might be worth it. I mean, actual would be definitely more worth it, but I'll take the clone if I can't get anything better. Raven, just please. Raven, love. I want to make you some chili, okay? Girl? Is that so wrong? I'd buy you some ice cream too, but I need you to stop flying around like you're on meth. Because I know you're not on meth because you can't afford it. You ain't got no job, you're a superhero. Superheroes don't get a salary. This is woeful. I am doing woeful. Okay, line it up, cat. Line it up, it's cool. You got her. You're gonna beat her with the power of friendship, and then you're gonna invite her to watch a Friday the 13th movie marathon, and by the time you get to Friday the 13th 6, you'll be the perfect friends. Because there is nothing to build a friendship like Friday the 13th 6. Because it is trash. But it's very fun trash. God Eater teams seem to like write premises where sacrifice is necessary and then not take any risks. It's a weird way to handle that, but yeah. The only people who actually die in the stories are the ones who are basically written to die. They seem like putting 14-year-old girls with double D-sized breasts and crop tops into the game. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, like... I'm gonna have to call a hard stop on any desire that I had to play any of these games, because I mean, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's, like, really not cool. If you gots to have somebody, you know, double D stacked, which, frankly, is kind of bigger than I'm comfortable with, but if you gots to, like, just make them of age. It's not that hard. Really. They could be 30. They could be a young-looking 30. I look 30 and I'm 40. So they could look 20 and be 30. But just make them 30 and not high school? 'Cause that's gross. Code Vein characters are immortal, so age is irrelevant. But the mentally... Okay, on one hand, I want to focus on the absolute awesomeness that was Cat fighting Raven right there. On the other hand, the phrase mentally ill 14 these things just they mentally ill 14-year-old DD crop top European waifu. I don't want to consider that ever. We don't find out what Raven's fighting to protect until Gravity Rush 2. So that's the thing. Now that the airboat liner is back in service, you can ride the line to another town if you hop aboard a pier. That's like... I mean, I'm glad I never played, I guess. Because that's a whole lot of ick. That's like... ick in capital letters with a double underline circled twice with exclamation points, not only after the ick, but also above, below, and to the left. I think Raven is fighting because she promised that they would bring the children back. Yes, Kronos, you're absolutely right. Like, that is Raven's her big motivation. And it's a really, really cool motivation. But it's not a motivation that we see until Gravity Rush 2. Like, I think, I might be wrong, and I 100% might be wrong, but I think the extent of Raven's story that we get is that school bus story that we got when we were looking for Echo, like the very first character that we talked to. Because that's her big deal. That's her whole backstory. But we don't get, I think, any of that until Gravity Rush 2. Rabitsu! Did you know Raven rewrites history so the bus incident never happened? I did not know that thing. I would recommend you watch the first few minutes of Freedom Wars playthrough. Stop there. Because nothing that company does will ever reach those heights again. I will do that. I'm gonna... My voice just like cut there. I'm gonna stream for like, I think, one more half hour. Especially because Rabits showed up. And I'm like super happy about that. But I would like to take just like a couple minute break right here. But we'll be right back. Legs. Why the legs of this? If we could just grow like cover, that would work. Back. And it may be the end of the world, but Cat is still looking pretty rockin'. Overkill, it's great to have you in the chat. If you're still here, I hope that you got back into your house, that your mum was safe, your groceries as well were safe, and that you got a little bit of sleep and a little bit of stress out of your system, because, like, stress is pretty crap, so... long and short of it is that the gameplay is good, but we wish we could take the writer out of the basements every once in a while so they could provide them with more than a warm bag of cheeseburgers. Kronos, do you think that they give the writers over here, like, cheeseburgers? Please? They're lucky if they get crappy bento from a convenience store. Probably subsisting on cup ramen. Here's the rub though, the gameplay was actually good, or did we eat it up because we got PlayStation Monster Hunter through MH World? I don't know about that. I like God Eater's gameplay well enough to get to the third ending on my own, so that's saying something. Yeah, my groceries were saved by my neighbor. Ludo's stream earlier actually really lifted my spirits. That makes me really, really happy to hear. Rabbit, you've got a lot on your plate, and I don't begrudge you that at all. Health race, take the challenge. Do it. Oh, you should ask him to, Kronos. I don't know if he does, if they do. Ludo is a they. I don't know if they do, but you should definitely ask them to. Because I bet they would be into it. Also, I think we're gonna like completely fudge this challenge. Like, we missed a checkpoint? Oh, fudge, we missed a checkpoint. That means we gotta go back, right? Oh, buggery. No, that's it. That's where we're on fire. It is safer to use them. This is something that like gets me a lot, not in necessarily this context, because I should remember Ludo's pronouns, because I know Ludo, we've talked a lot, and that's just on me. But with a lot of my like reviews, people don't put pronouns in their bios, so I don't know if the person who's done a level or creation, you know, where they are. So I try to use they. But non-binary folks also use they. And it kind of feels like, well, first off, it feels like English is really shitty at dealing with this type of situation. But I feel like I'm doing it wrong regardless, and I don't want to. Well, Kronos, I'm gonna screw this challenge. That's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna address you as you want to be addressed. 'Cause otherwise, I have no right to hope that people would address me the way that I want to be addressed. And that's a crappy feeling. Is that, like, does German handle that better? Worse? Ludo also does, or did a series of streams building Slaanesh models. Prior to that, Ludo set a world record speed run for a particular Europlank FPS, and they did Codemasters racing games. And I completely lost the plot of what we were doing here. I know that I caught like one of Ludo's streams a while back, and it was actually a pretty fun stream, but the timing has always been just really crappy because of time zones, because time zones suck. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, this one's not gonna work. There's the they-them equivalent, and after affirmation, the next best thing is agitation. So I use it. The option that feels the most dehumanizing to most folks, but reclaim it for myself. There is no they-them equivalent. Interesting. I mean, huh. I want to try to put together some thoughts here. If you feel that's appropriate to you, like if you want to reclaim it in that way, rabbits, then that's cool. The idea of taking something that's dehumanizing and attributing it to yourself, like, to me that's kind of a whole thing, but I'm not in your headspace and I can't speak to what that means to you. It forces them to choose between either comfort, their comfort and mine. What would bring you the most comfort? Like, what is your comfort? Because I'd kind of like to go with that. You've never given me any reason to believe that you're not decent people. And even if you weren't decent people, I would still want to use your referentials in the way that you would want them used. I had a really illuminating lesson on that my choices are respected, and by making them choose, many fake allies expose themselves by saying, I won't call you that. Okay. Is there the best English equivalent that are your pronouns? I don't even know if I made sense. I mean, it does make sense, like, because English and language bouncing back and forth between languages, that what is conveyed in one language versus the nuance of what is conveyed in another language, and it's like they don't mesh a lot of times. The gears, the clockwork don't really mesh, so asking for equivalency in English is maybe the best thing that we really can do. Oh. Basically, I think that the Hive is asking that if we were taking the pronouns that you want in German and applying them to English, like, what's the best translation there? What would match up most correctly for your usage? Which is, frankly, kind of tricky. And, yeah, I don't know what tweet that you saw, Kronos, because I had already had the person in question blocked by that point, but they sent me a really a message in the PS. Oh, please, never call me it. I live in Germany, I have to speak German here, but I live English. So English is basically my first choice. Gotcha. We're gonna go with not doing it. Thank you. Because in English, that's a whole thing. Yeah, What was the reason? I don't remember the Monday situation unless that was the point. So there's a lot of background stuff here that I don't feel 100% comfortable going into because it involves people that are not here. But we'll say Asan decided to, on their own accord, pick a fight with B-san, who is a friend, and A-san I thought was a friend, for reasons that were unsupported by any kind of evidence. B-san doesn't know A-san at all, so they were really freaked out. Emailed me like, "What's going on? Are you okay? Did I do something wrong?" And so I woke up to two sets of messages. One from A-san that's telling me B-san is a complete terror beast, and one from B-san saying, "I don't know what's going on. Is everything okay?" I know that B-san is good people. I thought that A-san was good people. I got in touch with A-san, and I was like, "This is too much. You put me into a position that I don't have the energy to deal with at this time. My life is a complete mess, and it feels like you're kind of trying to cut me off from sources of support. We need to put a wall here." A-san freaked out at that point. I got a lot of messages from there on. At which point I decided to block them. And as a going away present, they left me a choice message on PlayStation, which is the only place that they can contact me anymore. And it's like, I mean, I understood the concept intellectually of conditional acceptance. Like, I dug that. I've read about that concept before, but I've never really experienced it myself. And let me tell you, it fucking sucks. Like, it hurts way more than I would have expected. And I expected it to hurt pretty bad. So I thought the German part of my life offered an interesting perspective on pronouns and pronoun choice. It does, Rabbit. Like, it honestly does, because to be honest, I don't really know any German, and I don't know how German handles that. So to get a little bit of that insight in English, I think that it might not always parse for English speakers because we don't have all those options, and so the nuance of it is kind of lost. But I think I know what situation you mean. That was a whole lot. Yeah. Oh boy. It was a whole thing. It's almost like this girl can see me. She's staring right at me. No one's been able to see me since that accident. I've been wandering the city alone ever since. German could use an overhaul. I'll take your word on it, Umber. I mean, I think English could use an overhaul. Rabbit, thank you. That means a lot. People have reached out. You know, people involved in the situation. But it does... It means a lot. It means a lot. I don't know what's going on other than that things are settling down for you. They are? Yeah. And you're right, Kronos, this NPC's plot, like, never really gets well resolved. I wonder if she can hear me. Hello? Who are you? Can you see me? Can you hear? That woman's starting to disappear. Is she a ghost? She looks so lonely. I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu. Travelers. I think we should support travelers. The Roma and their descendants have been just taking garbage for generation after generation after generation. And we should do our best to give whatever support that we can to Roma and traveler adjacent groups wherever we live. Now granted, in Japan there's really not that many, but if you're in Europe, you know, there may be something that you can do. I tried looking it up, but I don't quite understand. What did you mean by conditional acceptance? Okay, so here's the thing. Conditional acceptance is for trans folks when... So I'm a trans woman, and we'll say ASON, because they're the person involved here. I am a woman to ASON as long as the conditions of friendship are met. And the moment that those conditions are no longer met, then I am no longer a woman in their eyes. And like sometimes you see it online when, you know, there'll be a trans person, because trans people are people, and sometimes people are garbage people. That's just a fact of life. And you'll get somebody who's like done something really shitty, and people will misgender them because they've done something really shitty. And it's like, okay, they are shitty people, but they are still the gender that they claim. If we cut off, if we say, oh, well, you know, they're a man now because they've done this shitty thing, then basically it's broadcasting the statement to other trans people that their gender is conditional upon behavior or, you know, ties or friendship or utility. Acceptance has to be acceptance. If somebody says that they are a woman or non-binary, or they are a man, they need to be accepted as that point. To not do that is conditional acceptance. So, yeah, like, my Monday was, woohoo, through the roof. I'm just kind of dragging myself back from it. And it's Wednesday, and time is spinning out of my hands. But that's okay. It's done. The situation, I think, is done. Unless I find ASON on my doorstep, because they do know where I live, so that's something to worry about. I think that's the word. I feel like I've read that phrase in particular. If I haven't, and I've made the word, then go me. I made a word. But I don't think I made a word. I think that this is something that's, like, has been... I mean, I know the concept has been written about, but I think that term has been used specifically for that type of thing. Yeah. Like, yeah. It's the thing. It's done. It's over. It's finished. It hurt. Like, it hurt bad. I won't lie. It hurt really bad. Because it wasn't expected. I should have seen warning signs. I should have. I mean, I did, but I kind of wrote them off because it was good to have a friend and somebody I thought that accepted me for who I was. And I'm kind of glad, in a way, that they ripped the mask off as thoroughly as they did. That there's no going back from where we are. Because I question my sanity a lot less. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we talked a lot about my situation, like, before this whole thing exploded. Like, for the last couple of months, I've been talking to this person for a while, and have been really supportive, and some of our conversations really helped a lot when I was having like super dysphoric days. Um, but it's the way it goes. I wish there was something more jolly to end on, but maybe it's good just to have the bandage off and the scar exposed. But we are getting to like the 2.5 hour point, and that is, I can tell my voice is starting to really crackle up. So if I push it too much farther tonight, it means we'll probably not be able to do things tomorrow. So we're gonna wrap things up here. Schedule. Tomorrow night will be Gravity Rush 2. Check out. Tomorrow will be Gravity Rush 1. I don't think that we'll do a Friday stream. I think I want to be like a little bit like a buffer. The jolliness is that there still are and will be people that support you. Rabbit, like... Thanks? People have been. People are. And it means a lot. Because it's hard sometimes. But thank you. Thank you so much. Kronos, I love you too, Kronos. I do. Like, I'm so glad that you've been, like, coming into the streams for as long as you have. And you've got like this timing, Kronos. You've got this timing that's like diffuse a situation, and it works. Like a lot of folks couldn't do that really well, but you do, and I appreciate that. Need an ear. I know Lisa Iron Rabbits can make time for you. I know, Hive. I know. Thank you. Like, honest to God. Right, schedules. Probably Anarchy. And Sunday will be Dreams. Kronos is wonderful. Like, straight up. No questions. I am blessed. Kronos has been around the longest of anyone. And has always been somebody that I can depend on. And just trust to be decent, good, and honest people. And that's, like... I want to say that's a rarity, but I've met a lot of people like that have been good, decent, and honest. But still, like, this is, what, like 2-3 years now? And, just here. Kronos, you're anything that I could ask for. Honest. And I wish you the best. I grew believing it ain't that hard. You would think so? But it seems to be for an awful lot of folks. But anyways, that does it for us tonight. I swear to God, tomorrow will be more cheerful. It will be. Progress will be made. We're going to be moving forward. But the throat is for garbage. So, for me, Disco, here in Osaka, all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you. Arigato. Arigato. Sayonara. See you. And ciao.